lot of English learners have this question, and it's like a constant debate.
Yeah.
So, what is better when it comes to learning English? Should people watch more movies or should they read more books?
On the phone, it's like it's so hard to take your eyes off the screen. Like, you keep that the brain rot thing is a real thing. Actually, it gets you have no clue where you started and where you ended up.
The biggest irony of this, so I watch videos on YouTube, on another social media platform, about how we can stop procrastinating, how we can reduce our screen time. Can you imagine the irony?
Yeah,
Hi, Shaila, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you, Raunak. How are you? How's your
I'm
day
doing
going?
well as well, thank you. Yeah, the day has been fine. It's Saturday, so it's very
Lazy,
slow
lazy.
morning. Yeah, very
Like,
lazy, and yeah, so I think I've been just chilling since morning. So yeah, that's how my day has been going. What about you?
yeah, same thing as I said, because I use the word lazy means you can say that. I lazy weekends is what I like, but my husband is like, oh, in the weekend we have to go somewhere, but
Yeah.
he's here not here now, so which is good.
Yeah, so you get your lazy Saturday today.
Exactly.
If we talk about the word lazy, I think you can use that word for me forever, not just Saturdays or Sundays, not
I
just the
know,
weekend.
same.
That's the whole week for me.
Exactly. I mean, like, it's so bad that, how when I watch some of the YouTube channels, especially, some people are so hardworking. Obviously, they might be getting a lot of money from the channel, but still,
Yeah.
the amount of effort they put in towards making videos, and like, there's a lady, she does cooking, yeah. She then does multiple things. She does a lot of events in a single day.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm like, oh my, and she is actually in her 50s. Can you
Oh,
believe?
wow. Oh my
So
God.
but I'm like, hats off to her for doing, like, I'm like, and when you are on the phone, it's like it's so hard to take your eyes off the screen. Like, you keep that the brain rot thing is a real thing. Actually, it gets you have no clue where you started and where you ended up.
Well, that's so true. And I mean, we need something to get out of. And you know what? The biggest irony of this, so I watch videos on YouTube, on another social media platform, about how we can stop procrastinating, how we can reduce our screen time. Can you imagine the irony?
Yeah,
I'm watching more videos for this of how I can stop and reduce my screen time. I mean, that's just crazy.
it
So,
is. Yeah. And I kind of hate seeing, the notification on my phone, like you have spent these many hours. I'm like, oh my God, did I really?
I know. The
Yeah.
Sunday notification that scares me so much. So every Sunday, my phone sends me a notification in the morning around 9. So this
Yeah.
has your average screen time throughout the week, and that just is scary. Earlier, it used to be like 2-3 hours. That was normal because that's how much time you usually spend. But lately, I'm seeing it like 5 hours, 6 hours, and I'm not sure what's happening with me.
True that. And actually, I don't know if it would help because I've never tried that, but I watched a video of an actress in Kerala. She actually planted. I mean, like, there's a tree kind of thing. Like, you plant a seed, and then that's an app where you plant the seed, and then if you don't touch your phone, if you're not using your phone, that seed grows. So you can then, yeah, get the satisfaction of how much your plant has grown because you were not touching. So that is an app. I haven't explored it, but yeah, people might like it. Some people might be interested. Yeah,
Yeah, that's actually very good. And it's very sweet. So you're not touching the phone, so you are
yeah,
letting the plant grow. So
yeah,
yeah, interesting.
yeah.
All
So
right.
Ronak, where do you live?
I live in Delhi. Where do you live?
I live in England. I'm originally from India, Kerala.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to Trivandrum or anywhere in Kerala?
No, sadly not yet, but I really want to.
Yeah. So I'm from Trivandrum. It's been over 13 years I've been living here. I did my graduation and then post graduation. And a part of my career as well in India. Then I moved to the UK. I got married and then moved to the UK. My husband is also from Kerala.
Okay, okay.
We have
That's
a
interesting.
12-year-old son, so small family.
Wow.
Work in IT. I do a 9 to 5 job, so this is just like my passion. I have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you know.
Wow, that's interesting. So what do you post about on your channel?
It's just these kind of conversations, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't have time. I do in the weekends mostly. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I also do shorts and other long form videos on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and stuff. Yeah.
All
So,
right. So I want to ask a question to you. You know, a lot of English learners have this question, and it's like a constant debate.
yeah.
Uh, so what is better when it comes to learning English? Should people watch more movies or should they read more books? So this is like a constant
Yeah.
debate, and I think that that's a very exciting thing for a lot of people about
Hmm.
what to watch, what to read when it comes to um, learning English. I mean, which one do you think is better?
Better. I can say that. I have an answer for that, but again, it's my perspective. It's my own perspective because I think if you want to talk, obviously you need the experience. You need to practice talking, but that what comes close to that speaking practice is watching, I would say,
Hmm.
because visual is what gets registered in your head,
Hmm.
brain better than, because I know a lot of people who have a lot of vocabulary.
Hmm.
They even know the very the very hardest the hardest of the hardest, what you can say,
Yeah, yeah.
vocabulary. But then when it comes to talking, they never use it. But
Hmm.
I know people who um, I when I ask if you know this particular word, they know, but they when it comes to speaking, they don't use, or even
Correct.
they can fumble, or that.
Hmm.
So I think watching definitely is important, because
Hmm.
I can say that I can vouch for that, because I learned Hindi
Hmm.
purely watching, because I never had any even speaking practice. So
Right.
in my childhood, when I'm in my 40s now. So when I did my schooling, I used to watch Doordarshan a lot.
Okay.
Those days there was no cable connection, so all you had was Doordarshan. And after 8 o'clock, the local channel gets shut down.
Yeah.
They Then all we have is North Indian channels. So like those,
Okay.
those days used to be Doordarshan 1 and Doordarshan 2, DD1 and DD2. And I used to watch all of the Hindi programs and whatever, movies, everything. So it's just purely through watching. So
Yeah.
how I learned uh,
Hmm.
Hindi. And again, English was very limited those days. All you have is like a few programs that will come on TV. Like on Sundays, you have a few cartoons, and then you have what else? News,
Hmm.
BBC, but the national English news. That used to be the only thing that I used to watch. But yeah, it's very limited. But again, my grammar was very strong, because I used to have grammar, the English tuition for English.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
Grammar was base was good. But how I learned speaking English, again, when I completed my graduation, I never had any experience of speaking, because especially in Kerala, unlike how it is in the north,
Hmm.
we are very much fond of our language, native
Yeah.
language. We don't use any other languages. Malayalam. If a Keralite sees some, I mean, these days it has changed definitely, because of all of these social media, influencing.
Mhm.
But those days we would only speak in Malayalam, and
Hmm.
is Kerala's language, by the way. And then when I got, what helped me is when after completing my graduation, I did join the UK organization in Trivandrum, because the UK were our client. And then I got speaking with the UK people. That's how I improved my
Hmm.
communication. The first time when
Right.
I actually actively started using this language. So coming back to your original
Mm.
question, reading definitely helps. If you have the base of speaking, then yeah, the second best thing that you can do is to enhance it. Obviously, read, which I'm doing now. I'm a
Yeah.
lazy person when it comes to, but I'm actually putting in a lot of effort to read. So yeah, I know I should have started this earlier, but you're so busy with your life. Now I kind of my son is 12 and I have more time. So
Yeah, a little bit of time for yourself. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. So to answer your question first, again, my perspective, watching
Mm.
is from my experience. I think watching helps to enhance it. Obviously, reading is important. One step
Mm.
below. If you want to speak, okay, if you want to learn something, obviously read, and it will be just stay in your head. Like it's not gonna. If you want to come, if you want that to come out of your mouth, obviously you need experience, practice,
That's
plus
correct.
watching. Yeah.
That's correct. I mean, so I can now see that you were a movie buff earlier, but now you are slowly becoming a bookworm because now you are inclining a little bit more towards.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Because reading, I think, is it helps
Mm.
a lot. It's like the dimension is different. I think you imagine when you
Yeah,
watch, you can see that, but reading gives you more. Yeah,
true.
or the perspective is different for when it comes
Mm.
to reading, and especially for children. I think it's. I know that children who start reading at
Mm.
an early age, their brain development is like totally
Mm.
another level, which I
Right.
think the parents have to really encourage the
Mm.
children to read. My son is very lazy when it comes to reading,
Mm.
but again, but he obviously was born here, and he has no problem with speaking English. But again, he's got really good writing skills.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, because they are forced to read. It is part of the curriculum, so reading is definitely important. I'm not by saying that you have to watch. I'm not saying that reading is anywhere
Mm.
lower
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. It's with your development. I think reading is essential.
Yeah. Correct. Just one thing, one very important thing, I think. You said that you are 40, but you don't look 40 at all,
But don't I
The oldest I think I could have imagined was in your 30s, not
really?
40s
Oh,
at all.
maybe just the
So
camera.
you look so young. Okay,
Thank you
so
so much.
the next time we talk, I want to know how you look so great in your 40s, and I want tips from you. But yeah,
It's
right now,
time, I think, because in my if you look at the actresses who are in their say 80s now,
yeah.
they look way older when they
Mm.
I mean I would say they look way younger than how they were in their 40s or
Mhm.
maybe 30s, because
Yeah.
the old 20s
Mm.
or old 30s are now the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is because of all of these. I don't know, the technology advancements have helped. Like actually, in the social media influencing, people want to look better. And
Mm.
I'm not doing really anything. I'm really, because I said I'm very lazy. I don't even work out. I have to actually start doing everything. Well, procrastination again. You said I'm an epitome of procrastination.
But even if you are procrastinating, you are doing great for your skin and for your, I mean, you look so young. So
Uh,
since we have very limited time, only a few minutes, a couple of minutes now, uh, just taking back to our topic, movies versus books. So I think when it's about movies, so you are listening to natural conversations, you are understanding emotions, you are understanding real pronunciations, right? And
yes.
listening to expressions, you are seeing body language. So that really help build a natural way of speaking in English, right? So it's not
Exactly.
forced. So
Yeah.
it just, you're living the language like that. So
Yeah, true.
and while you're reading, so that's also helpful, but the different aspects to it. But when you're reading, so you are memorizing at times, but while watching
Yeah.
you're alive, right? So it's very helpful that way. but
Exactly.
also help in a great deal, because you get to learn a lot of new words through books. You get sentence structure, the
Mhm.
most important part of any language. So it improves your grammar understanding, and it also trains our minds to think in English. And that's one of the very important things a lot of people say for learning English, is to think in English, or for that matter, any language. If you are
Yeah,
trying to learn any language, you have to think in that language. So yeah, books are like, they're like slow. They take you slow to your journey to your destination, but it's like a slow cooked meal. So it makes your language richer. It makes your
exactly.
deeper, because you
Yeah.
get more understanding as you read
Yeah,
more.
you need more time to read.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, the quicker is obviously to watch and more interesting, possibly. I mean, again, it is again a topic for people may have arguments. Like sometimes some people might prefer reading to, watching. It is again depends on the people. I mean, when everybody loves watching movies, and
Hmm.
you can find your favorite genre. You might have a favorite genre for that, so you can just watch and with the subtitles on, and you slowly, want to even if you're if an advanced speaker, you might sometimes have trouble understanding certain accent.
Yeah.
So yeah. And also, even if it's your native language, you don't know all of the words, do you? So every day is like a learning for
Hmm.
thing. I mean, I'm Malayalam. I don't know all of the words. There are words, very poetic words, which we don't know. So that is when reading comes
Yeah. Comes
to
handy.
yeah,
Yeah.
help. Yeah, you learn more
Hmm.
words. But if your requirement is to get speaking, obviously start to first. The first best thing is to speak to people. That's how we all learned our native language. We didn't know what grammar was. We just got speaking. But yeah, first thing is speaking practice. Then second is obviously try to consume the content in English.
Absolutely. So these are very basic things, very easy things, and that
Yeah,
makes English learning so fun, so easy. So it's not like something that someone can't achieve, because I
yeah,
see a lot of people struggling. So yeah, this is one thing everyone should follow, and everyone should keep this in mind, that it's easy.
yeah,
Watching, keep reading, most importantly, keep practicing. So that you do by talking to people. So yeah.
yeah.
So I
And
think time is up.
yeah,
So
before we wind up, I wanted to say when I watched your video on the other YouTube channels, I really hope that it would be nice if I get Ronak too, because it was a surprise. I didn't know that you were coming. Because such a
oh my
bubbly girl, young girl, and I would, yeah, and
oh,
beautiful, obviously.
sorry, I couldn't get the last part.
Beautiful, I said.
Oh, I have to take tips from you, Miss Shaila.
Oh,
The way you have aged like a fine wine, you've aged so gracefully. You're in your 40s and you don't look like that at all. So, I
oh,
mean, the next session is going to be about this, how to keep yourself young. So,
the,
that was lovely talking with you.
yeah, same here, dear. Bye.
So much
Thank
fun.
you.
Bye. See you.
Take care. Bye.